Welcome back to Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So, we beat the Palace of Darkness, got the hammer.
Did we? Was that what we did?
Yep.
Sorry. I keep thinking that's the map button. I keep forgetting that the X is like the unimportant button. So they kind of make everything... Yeah, okay, yeah.
Beat the Palace of Darkness, got the hammer.
Neat.
So, what's your plan from here? Where are we going?
Let's see. Well, we could go south to where that second temple is. So anything... I know the smithy is something you can do with the hammer, but I think maybe you have to get to Kakariko Village, and I don't think there's a way we can get there now.
There is.
Unless I could just go back. I have to go all around through that forest thing.
Technically, there's a way back. It's...
Well, I meant I need to go
technically, there's a way to get over there.
Yeah, I need to get over... Okay. Is it a way I can get over there that's not, quote-unquote, cheating the system?
Oh, no, it's not cheating.
Okay.
It's nothing like that. It's just less obvious, I guess.
Is one of those you've played it more kind of things. Well, I'm not worried about that kind of thing. I mean, I could try. Let's just try going through to the village and everything. I mean, nothing stops you from going through most of these places outside of the items you need.
Yeah, and since this is...
Oh, something funny I found out. I played through a little bit of my other file, and I was in the Dark World, and I ran into one of those trees, and it turns out you can just kill High Noxes in one shot with the bombs.
Oh.
It just, like, the tree literally goes like, oh yeah, they just die easily in one shot.
So, funny thing about that, I mentioned before that when you got the Master Sword, that the Master Sword does double the damage of the Fighter Sword. That is not technically true. How damage works in Link to the Past is really unusual.
It's like a weird table or something.
There are different damage classes. And everything that can do damage is based into one of those damage classes. Enemies, then, are actually built around taking damage by class. So every enemy will say they'll take this much damage from this damage class, this much damage from this damage class, this much damage from this damage class. Which, it did give them a lot of freedom to customize how much damage each enemy does. For example, the Hinox probably just take an obscene amount of damage from whatever damage class a bomb explosion is part of. Which actually makes me think... I'm gonna look real quick and see if there's anything else in the same damage class as a bomb. No, a bomb is alone in its damage class.
I guess that makes sense. It is a bomb.
But due to this, though, you can't really say the Master Sword does twice the damage as the Fighter Sword, because that depends entirely on the damage classes of the individual enemies. And that will vary wildly. On average, I think the Master Sword does double damage of the Fighter Sword. Because there's kind of a well-known thing about... a well-known bug, I guess you could say, in this game that is due entirely to the damage classes.
So this gets me to, yeah, Lake Hylia. Not Lake Hylia.
Swamp.
The swamp. The swamp.
As far as the... as far as getting to where you're trying to go... since it may take you a little bit to figure out where it is, I will give you, like, a couple hints when we get closer.
I once lived in the Lost Woods until the day I wandered into a magic transporter. power of the Dark World quickly turned me into this tree shape. I guess the two forests are connected with each other. Okay, yeah, but that's up north and you're over here. Did it just, like, take you a while? Because, like, Sahasrara yelled at me the moment I showed up in a bunny.
Hey, who's this nerd?
After wandering to this world, I turned into this shape.
Oh, he's just a sad guy.
I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. Flute, it's an ocarina. I should make a game based off of that.
Yeah.
But dreams are fun. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again.
Hey, we know that place.
I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. No, fuck you.
Nah.
Here, have this shovel. Neat, I got a shovel. You borrow the shovel. You can dig in many places. You'll never know what you'll find.
So in Link to the Past, the shovel is actually a temporary item. Because you can... at least I'm pretty sure. And you can never dig up anything of value. So it will eventually be replaced. I think maybe occasionally you can dig up like a rupee or something. There's also a shovel mini game, but they give you a shovel for that one.
I was kind of annoyed because I thought it was like, oh, it's directional, so if I look down, I dig down. It's like, nope, you just dig to your
yeah, it's always left and right.
Left or right. Because I think it's just supposed to be random. Because I know the shovel mini game is just they lend you a shovel and you can use it.
I know the Game Boy Advance port of this game. At least I think it's the Game Boy Advance port of this game.
Yeah, that's the one that...
they changed your inventory so that you could always have access to the shovel.
That's the one. I don't know if I mentioned that in that one recording that got deleted out of nowhere.
Yeah,
or...
I don't know. I also edit so much crap out that, like, who really knows?
That was that one I mentioned that was like, I borrowed that from you, and I was like, I was kind of having fun, but that was also when they were starting to add in, like, voice clips to everything.
Oh, yeah.
So every time Link took a swing in that one, he'd go, but it was Kid Link. And it was just one of those, like, that's when I brought up that whole Mega Man X Maverick Hunter thing. It was like, oh yeah, that was a good game. But it was Mark Gathith, and I love his voice and everything, but I don't need to hear X going, Flame Wave, Flame Wave, Flame Wave, Tornado, whatever, Shotgun Ice, every time he shoots or something. It's like, that gets annoying. That got very annoying pretty quickly.
Yeah, so in the Game Boy Advance port, they changed the inventory around, so when they gave you the shovel, you just kept it in its own slot. You didn't lose your shovel.
Hey, I found it.
Hey! So you had scared the animals off already, but if you had not, then I think as soon as you grab the flute, the animals all disappear.
Well, I also appeared right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Hey, guy.
Thank you. Oh, damn it, he knows me as Orf too. But it looks like I can't play my flute anymore. Please take it. If by any chance you go to the village I lived in...
You know, he looks a little more tree-like than he did before. I think his lower half is tree now. When we first met him, I looked like he was just kind of sitting there.
Please give it to the tired old man you'll find there. Well, my mind is getting hazy. Please let me hear the sound of the flute one last time. Cool, I'm dead now.
Yeah, well, we killed a man. Actually, I don't think we killed him so much as...
The Dark World took him.
He held on for as long as he could.
Oh, 2 fairies in that whole thing.
Yeah, he held on for as long as he could.
As long as you could get the side quest to get the ocarina.
Wanted to hear that music again.
So good music. Let's see. So that's a way up.
So you may have noticed that those
Dark
rocks
ones
are,
I can't pick up yet.
Yeah, which means you cannot get to Dark Kakariko from here.
Yeah.
I mean, our end goal is Dark Kakariko.
Well, the end goal is, can I get to it kind of now from the ways I know?
And you can.
And like,
just not right here.
I mean, I could always go into Light World and go into there, but I have to find a I think there is a teleporter in the village.
That's what you have to do, is you have to go to Light Kakariko and find a teleporter.
Because there's one spot that's been kind of... Oh yeah, you guys are back on like force. It's like, oh no, he killed Agamemnon, and Das Smashmala is like in cahoots with him, and it's like, oh, just shut up and die. I'm a Knight of Hyrule, I can get away with murder.
Oh, we don't hear the peaceful Kakariko music anymore. Just the overworld theme. Now the soldiers are just wandering around blazingly.
420 blazing it. Oh, it's not that one.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, real quick.
Oh, there is more you can do here, though. Now that you got a hammer.
I mean, I know that.
Oh, including talking to...
Nah, he dead.
Not really, no.
I didn't say anything, he just understood by the look in my eyes.
It's the power of being an old man.
What is that? It's like a salad or something?
I don't know.
I think people have said frogs, and I'm like, I can kind of see it, but I think it's only when you're like CRTing it.
Yeah. Also, don't feel like they would just leave a bowl open of food when, like, nobody's even sitting around.
Well, this is also well, guy's drinking over here, so eventually he'll be eating. I have to assume that's the kitchen back there.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I feel like it would be some kind of decorative thing, more so than food.
It's like a pot of potpourri.
Yeah, or something, who knows.
Link can apparently just play the flute right on command.
Holy crap, a duck!
So a duck just came out.
Right later, nerd.
Anything new for me? You suck. Ooh. Something's coming back to me. Aha.
Very close.
Still have to murder a man. Did you read that One Piece this week?
I did.
Shit's getting weird, ain't it?
Just going more and more, but also like, dude, just friggin' say your message!
I think it's just that point where it's like, oh my god, I'm so not used to everything getting close to the end now. I think it's just one of those things where I'm just like, it takes me a while to kind of realize something's coming to an end. And I just don't feel good about it. Not like in the bad way, just kind of like the, oh man, something's coming to an end here. I don't know how to feel about this. Other than I just guess, you know, get used to it as best you can. What the? It's a Dark World Cuckoo. Sorry, I thought it was actually a monster.
Dead chicken. So you have successfully made it to the west side of the Dark World, which is not something that normally you do.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to, like, go to the second dungeon by now. I just thought, it was like, I kind of want to see what's in here, because I feel like you can probably get some... Because it's like, it's just a village. The village of Outcasts. People without rupees are not welcome here. Well, too bad. Guess how much money I have.
Yeah, there are actually, like... You know the thieves in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some of them around here. Don't even let you go in.
The heck is it's like Sahasrarla's house.
Oh, I know exactly what that is. After all these years, I finally put 2 and 2 together. Holy crap.
Did you just have a fun moment there?
I did. I'll let you know when you get there.
But it's a him. It's a Mario. It's Mario.
Got an H on his hat. It's like
It's
Hario.
Hario, yeah. I was thinking the H2 and I thought, like, we're not doing the stupid Hario thing. This is supposed to be a village for people with no money. How come that guy just had 300 rupees for me to steal?
No, this is a village for people with money.
People without rupees are not welcome here.
So you are welcome if you do have money.
Oh, people without rupees are not welcome. Alright, I thought it was like, we're poor here, so if you got money, vamoose.
No, they just want people to show up who have money so they can take it from them.
The shop.
It's the village of Outcasts. I think it's called the village of Outcasts.
It literally just said, we read the sign like gonna be the 4th time here in a second.
Look, I'm only kind of paying attention.
The village
okay?
of Outcasts. Well, you're also one kind of people who've played this game for so long, they're just like, ... done.
It's like text comes up and it does not get committed to memory.
The gargoyle statue in the village, people say they can hear a girl calling for help from under the statue. Isn't that a strange story? Statue?
Well, we should go save her.
I thought you were going to tell me about this building here.
Checking. Yeah, so when I was thinking of the building that you could break, this is the one I was thinking of.
Bombs.
And I feel like I should have remembered the other one, because that is a place to consistently get bombs, which is helpful in a randomizer. And I'm sure I knew about it at the time. Probably more money.
I was going to say, is this going to be rupees? Because I don't want to necessarily
Oh,
open
maybe
up
it's not
anything.
money.
I'm trusting you on this. There's money.
Ah, it's money. I was thinking maybe it was a piece of art. Building over here. Nope. Yeah, just like the thieves in Lost Woods, you cannot kill them. So, this is actually a game you want to play.
I could open up 2, right?
I don't know, 2 or 3. Nope, just 2.
Sorry,
you
it's
got
just the whole...
You got money for it, and oftentimes you'll win your money back anyway.
I meant more of the whole, I have to exit and enter back in. Also, apparently it's like 50, 70 for the arrows and bombs. Spend a lot of money to randomize getting a piece of heart.
Yeah, it is here. Yeah, the two big random ones I think are this and the digging game.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Found a piece of heart. I'm not giving back my money.
I
Sir,
mean, you didn't really lose that much in the grand scheme of things.
Sir, you already have almost 1,000 rupees. Yeah, and I want 1,000 more.
Sir, your wallet can't hold more.
Get me the giant's wallet. Sir, that hasn't been invented for this game yet. Haven't been to the middle of town yet. Oh, the gargoyle statue.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even mean to do that.
Well, they said a, what is a lady? You could hear a
it's-
lady's voice coming from under the statue.
Yeah, you could hear somebody coming from under the statue. It's a statue instead of a weather vane. Ow, bitch.
Welcome to Dungeon 5.
Huh. Let's not do Dungeon 5. 'Tis a silly place.
Or is it 4?
It's 4, I think. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
5 is...
I get
the
4
lake.
I get 4 and 5 swapped.
I mean, I knew Dungeon 4 was in here somewhere. I thought it was that spot where Sahasrara's house was, but I guess I was overthinking things.
Oh, but you can't get over there.
If only there were some way to get over there. By, like, being swole. Swole to the past. I'm trying not to, Bird, alright? You're already dead. Your life sucks. Or whatever part of your life sucks. I gotta admit, this is a very dark interpretation of the world.
Yeah, very grim outlook.
Like, especially coming from Ganon's thing.
Oh, he looks important.
Oh man, dark rocks are bad for my back. Like,
Okay, so to be clear, I think you were looking for the next sword.
yeah, the smithy. I thought I could do the smithy thing.
You
but apparently
cannot
do
get the
that.
next sword right now.
But, yeah, that's a very dark interpretation from, Ganondorf here on the entirety of the world. Where it's just like,
Once that death and destruction.
yeah, there's a certain point to where I'm kind of like, you know what? I feel like people should have just stabbed you to death.
Probably would have if they could have.
Like, just get to stabbing. Like people said in the comments that the in Tears of the Kingdom, they do specifically mention that the male Gerudo stopped happening after Ganondorf happened.
Because he never really died.
So yeah, so I guess the idea is that that one male constantly reincarnates,
Mm-hmm.
and but they were also kind of like, you know, stuck to serve him for some asinine reason, honestly.
I mean, they probably thought it was going to be some great thing. Who really knows, maybe. It could have been some legend passed down from, like, the old Demise days. And they've just misinterpreted it. Or they were lied to.
I like the interpretation that Groose is the grandfather of, like, the whole Gerudo tribe from Skyward Sword.
It was that, and also, like,
I mean,
they couldn't spend as much time, and they weren't, like, able to spend as much time.
There we go.
Teaching you and having you learn about, like, the world and what's going on and, like, letting you mature. And they didn't understand how maturity worked. So what they saw was 15 years old,
Good enough.
You can pick up a shovel, right? Start working.
Yep.
What are you doing slacking off at home all this time? We taught you how to count and how to read. What else do you want?
You know how to pick up a shovel. Get out there. Do some work for us for once. Because a part of getting older is technically your beard starts growing in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just funny that's their indicator of, like, yeah, he's an adult now. Or he's starting to become an adult. Because, like, the Odyssey... I mean, you're talking off the Trojan War into the Odyssey. That's like 10 years plus. So, like, he went from young adult, he went from kid to young adult pretty quickly. In the grand scheme of everything.
Oh,
and, like, when his dad comes back, he's, like, grown his beard. And that was part of the reason, like, why they didn't marry off his mother real quick, because they kept going on, like, something about his son not being of age yet. And everything. Also, I know you got a point. I want you to get to your point real quick. But I need to get this out of the way. Listen to something the other day. Apparently, in Rome, if your father was still alive, no matter how old you were still technically a child under his care. Even if you were married and in your own house. You had to wait for your father to die, become your own man in Rome, I guess. And I'm like... And apparently... One of your father's things they could do is he could just straight up have you just killed. Just executed for something, and it's just one of those like, oh man, everybody kept saying Rome is great, and this is the crap he keeps throwing back out. You had a point?
I just wanted to ask you to go back to the north.
The north?
Yeah, northeast. There was a cave up there in the light world.
A cave up here in the light world? Things. Oh.
Yeah, a lot of unpleasantries out here.
Oh. Oh, it's just these things specifically. I remember them from Link to the...
Well, between them and those little, flower-looking guys that eat your crap.
Oh, these things are just the worst, because they're just, like, technically out of range for you to slash it with your sword.
Yeah, if you don't have the, sword beams, they get to be...
Ooh, who's fucking in charge now, asshole?
If you don't have sword beams, they can be kind of a pain. So I was doing a 100% randomizer run of this game. If you talk to this guy...
It's a secret to everyone.
He gives you money. And that was the final heart piece that I was looking for hours. Because I didn't know he gave you something for talking to him.
I guess how are you supposed to remember? There's so little... Unless you, like, really know to talk to everyone.
I mean, I know that was just my that wasn't a race or anything. That was my very first casual randomizer.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it like... Oh, you screwed up because it was a race or something.
Yeah, and like I went up there, I just didn't talk to him because I'm like, why do I gotta talk to an NPC? He's not gonna tell me anything useful. Yeah, he gives you a heart piece in this game.
Listen, I got the money. We might as well just go spend it.
And it's only 2 more to get max arrows. So you're gonna be set.
Yeah, I'm set now. Because she just gave me max arrows.
Oh, she gave you 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that final upgrade is 10 instead of 5. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally it, just those 3 things.
Got your numbers now. The most annoying things out there, and it turns out all I have to do is freeze you. That's intimidating.
Yeah, I'm sure that's, Yeah, don't tussle with those guys if you can avoid it.
There's no way to actually get in there. I guess for later. Who was shooting at me? What Zoros do you have in this world? Oh, right, weird kind of one-eyed Kappa things.